The dense canopy of the Yucatán jungle shrouded everything in a dim green haze. Lara Croft moved carefully through the tangled vines, her boots sinking slightly into the damp earth. The rhythmic buzz of insects was broken only by the faint whisper of wind brushing through the leaves. She paused, adjusting her compass and examining the torn corner of a map she had discovered in a London archive weeks ago. The ink had faded, but the markings were clear enough, a path leading to a lost temple said to house the Eye of Eternity. Legend spoke of explorers who sought it and never returned. Yet to Lara, that was reason enough to go. Her fingers brushed against an obsidian monolith half buried in moss, its surface carved with Mayan glyphs that pulsed faintly in the low light. She traced them carefully, whispering translations under her breath, each symbol telling a story of sacrifice and time. A faint gust swept past, carrying a low, almost human murmur. Lara froze, scanning the shadows. The jungle seemed alive, watching her. Her instinct screamed caution, but curiosity was stronger. She pressed forward, machete slicing through thick vines until the trees parted to reveal a clearing. There it stood, an enormous stone temple swallowed by roots and centuries of silence. A massive serpent carving coiled across the steps, its eyes gleaming with reflected sunlight. Lara smiled faintly. "Found you," she murmured, unaware that beneath her feet, the ground trembled ever so slightly, an ancient mechanism awakening after 1,000 years of slumber. Inside, the air was heavy, thick with the scent of stone and dust. Lara raised her torch, its flame flickering across walls carved with intricate patterns. The interior of the temple was a labyrinth of corridors, each lined with statues of faceless warriors holding spears. She noticed their eyes were inlaid with onyx, as if designed to follow intruders. The further she ventured, the more the air seemed to hum, a deep vibration that resonated through her chest. She came to a massive door depicting two jaguars locked in combat. The symbols above them read, "Only through shadow can truth be seen." Lara examined the floor and noticed faint indentations, pressure plates, designed to trigger traps. With precise calculation, she leapt across, each movement swift and deliberate. Suddenly, one of the plates sank under her boot. She rolled forward instinctively as darts shot from the walls, slicing through the air behind her. Breathing heavily, she reached the door and pushed it open. A dimly lit chamber awaited her, its center dominated by a pool of still water that mirrored the carvings above. She knelt, noticing something shimmering beneath the surface, a golden key inscribed with the same jaguar emblem. As she reached for it, a cold whisper filled the chamber, and her reflection shifted, her eyes glowing faintly blue. The shadows around her twisted like smoke, and for a moment, she felt herself being watched by countless unseen eyes. The temple wasn't abandoned, it was waiting. The final chamber lay ahead, a vast cavern bathed in eerie blue light emanating from the relic on a stone pedestal, the Eye of Eternity. It pulsed softly, as if alive. Lara stepped closer, her heartbeat matching the relic's rhythm. The air grew colder, and the faint outline of a woman began to form, a spectral figure draped in royal Mayan attire, her face marked with sorrow. The spirit's voice echoed through the chamber. "You awaken what should remain bound." Lara tightened her grip on her torch. "I'm not here to take," she said, "only to understand." But the queen's gaze darkened. "Understanding brings ruin. The curse binds life and death." The ground shook violently, cracks spidering across the floor as spectral warriors emerged from the walls. Lara ducked, dodging their attacks, using her grappling hook to swing across collapsing ledges. She fired her pistols, the bullets passing harmlessly through the ghosts. Thinking fast, she spotted ancient runes surrounding the relic, binding seals. She realized the only way to end it was to destroy the eye. With a deep breath, she smashed the relic with her pickaxe. A burst of blue light engulfed the chamber, and the spirits let out a wailing cry before vanishing into silence. The temple began to collapse, stones falling like thunder. Lara sprinted through the crumbling corridors, leaping over fissures until she burst into the jungle once more. Rain poured down, washing the dust and blood from her face. She looked back as the temple sank into the earth, swallowed by time once again. For a moment, she stood still, her expression unreadable. Then she whispered, "Some treasures are meant to stay buried," and disappeared into the mist.